Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD, Travelsthenix. I'm back with another quick video, and today I want to make a quick video about ego and why you can't let your ego get the best of you. Before we get into the video, if you're interested in growth content, fitness content, health content, travel content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new videos. But anyways, back to the ego tripping. One reason I wanted to make this video is because your ego is kind of like a bottomless pit. It's always looking for external validation, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to the ego, your ego is almost operating completely on emotion. And when it comes down to that emotion, it's almost like a dog. When you feed a dog, you can keep feeding the dog, that dog's not going to stop eating until it gets sick. And that's similar to your ego. Your ego wants to keep getting validation, keep getting all these external things to make your ego feel good until you actually damage yourself, until you actually hurt yourself. And I have a few different examples of that. I would say one way that we can relate it into fitness would be that you might have a thing with ego that you want to get more and more reps. You might be one of those dudes who's crazy about doing a certain number of reps when you work out. You want to do 1,000 reps a day. You want to be able to do 50 pull-ups straight. You want to be able to do 100 push-ups. At the end of the day, if you keep going crazy on repetitions, even if you have clean form, you're still going to hurt yourself because you're just overdoing it. And what is the point of doing 50 pull-ups in a row? Seriously. At the end of the day, if you're somebody who's able to do 50 pull-ups in a row, you're in extremely good shape, probably have a good physique, you have good muscle endurance, but what's the point? You know what I mean? It's only your ego that's wanting you to go to these crazy extremes with things, and it's just going to end up hurting you in the long run, because when it comes down to fitness and health and longevity, doing crazy amount of reps and these type of things to where you're competing to, I don't know who you're trying to prove to, but you're just trying to get the external validation from other people, like, damn, that dude can do however many pull-ups and handstand push-ups or whatever it may be, 50 muscle-ups in a row, or whatever it might be. You're gonna hurt yourself in the long run. And the same thing goes for, let's just say you're a single dude and you want to feed your ego by smashing as many women as possible. If you smash 100 different women, you know what I mean, in a year, yeah, you did the damn thing in terms of shit. You was able to bag 100 girls. That's good for you. But at the end of the day, what's gonna come along with smashing 100 different females? You got all different types of risks that you're running by smashing 100 different chicks. There's STDs. You might get a girl pregnant. You know what I mean? You end up cheating on a girl and piss off a girl. All this type of stuff is bringing unnecessary drama into your life. That's mixing energies with 100 different people. Honestly, that's not cool. And I see a lot of people on YouTube where it's almost like it's like grown-ass men, you know what I mean? Grown-ass men that's my age, 30s, 40s, 20, even when you're 20s, you shouldn't be tripping off no shit like that. Grown-ass men tripping off their notch count, you know what I mean? Tripping off how many notches that they have under their belt. That's really nothing to be bragging about, and it's nothing that really does you any good in the long run. You could sleep with 1,000,000 women and it doesn't earn you a penny. And don't get me wrong, because I think as a man, a lot of us will get to that point at some point in your life. And I've been there before myself, where subconsciously I was just sleeping with a lot of women and like trying to sleep with as many women as possible for whatever reason, just to make myself feel like more of a man. And it really doesn't really mean anything. It's not really satisfying in the long run. It's more satisfying when you actually find a quality woman and not just have a quantity of women to make you feel good. And even just having a quality woman, it's nice to have a good woman in your life, but you really don't need a woman in your life to validate yourself anyways. And I would say, if you're a man who's not living on your own, who's not where you want to be financially, and who doesn't really have a purpose in life, you probably don't even need to have any women in your life. You should be more focused on getting your life together, and then once you have your life together, then you can incorporate a woman or women into your life, whatever you may see fit. You might be somebody who wants to be single and play around a little bit. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with having multiple women in your life if you know how to manage it. But as far as just going after numbers and and trying to bag as many women as possible. I remember when I was younger, some of my friends used to try to smash like 2 or 3 women in one day. It's like, dude, what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, if I smash a couple times in a day, I'm good. I don't need to smash 3 women in one day to, you know what I mean, to get my rocks off. But that's just one other example, is dealing with women. And honestly, when it comes to women, I'm more of a quality over quantity guy. And actually, when it comes to fitness as well, I'm more of a quality over quantity guy. I'd rather get a quality workout in and get a crazy amount of reps in. Also, when it comes down to ego as well, I think our material things can also feed our ego. Having what one of my friends likes to call trinkets. It's like you can never have enough flashy shit in your life. You can never have enough flashy clothes or new shoes or different things to make you feel good. These things are all superficial things that actually just feed your ego. And at the end of the day, that really doesn't mean anything, because you could have on 6 gold chains, $1,000 shirt, $2,000 pair of tennis shoes, and a $500 pair of jeans, and it really doesn't change the person that you are from the inside. We should be worried about validating ourselves from the inside, validating ourselves with knowledge, and not validating ourselves through superficial things, material things, or just external forces like, you know, other people's perceptions of us, or validating ourselves with how many women that we can sleep with. Now, I'm not saying that the ego is completely a terrible thing, because there is a thin line between getting complacent in life and then getting too caught up in our ego and getting too much into competition and tripping too hard off the outside world. I do believe that the ego is there for a reason, and it does keep us in check. You know what I'm saying? So being complacent is like the opposite end of the spectrum. It's just feeling like, well, I don't really even need to work hard, because, you know, I'm not tripping off the external. I'm not tripping off of material things or anything superficial. It is good to have different goals and to want to get a little bit of validation. It feels good to get validation sometimes. You just don't want to go overboard. But like I said, it's a thin line. Life is all about balance, so you want to keep a good balance between being competitive in life and trying to attain things. Of course, having certain material items is nice. It's good to have a nice pair of shoes, or it's good to have a gold chain, or, you know what I mean, whatever might make you feel good, something of quality that you might want to hold on to for a while. And like I said, it's always nice to have female companionship as well, so there's nothing wrong with that. But and also, when it comes down to the fitness stuff, it's also good to chase numbers to a certain point. It's good to have a goal that maybe you want to be able to hit 25 pull-ups in a row, or maybe you want to be able to hit 10 muscle-ups in a row, or maybe you want to be able to do the 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups in under 5 minutes. These are all good goals. It's just that sometimes it can get out of hand, and when things get out of hand is when it leads to injuries, or when it leads to self-destruction. So that's pretty much all I had to say for this video. Just wanted to make a video just speaking on ego and how we should not get too caught up into our ego, because it's like a bottomless pit, and we don't want to fall into that bottomless pit of ego, and it can lead to our self-destruction. So let's try to keep things light, not get too caught up in the material, too caught up in the superficial, and stay focused on our goals and stay focused on our purpose. Again, quality over quantity. If you guys have anything to add to this video, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. If you guys have any questions, you can always hit me up on Instagram. That's @Travelsthenix. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.